And we're live. Notifications are dropping, so yay! It's Friday. We all made it. And oh my goodness, everybody in chat, I'm so excited. If you don't know who this lady is, this is Val. She's very, very busy lady. She's got two channels, Dragonfly Crystals and Next
Next
Level
level
Channeling,
channel.
which all the
Yep.
descriptions are in the box below, including her website and her merch. I mean, I don't know where you find time out of the day to,
I,
do all this. And then come on my channel, you know what I'm saying? So I give a chance here for some people to come in. Val and I go way back. She was a major part of my other channel, and she actually gave me a reading last summer telling me that this move was going to happen and
yes.
everything that I needed to do to make sure that the transition was as smooth as possible. And of course, I don't have a mic, but she nailed it. Mic drop, that's Val. So people are popping in. So if we can still give Nancy everybody's prayers and healing energy. Nancy's going to be
Yeah.
bedridden for a while. She's going through a rough time. I got to video chat with her today. She's in very good spirits, and we got a nice talking and talked about some of our decks. But if everyone continues sending, a lot of healing energy to Nancy, to
In
my
fact,
mama.
why don't we just say a most benevolent outcome now for Nancy? So
Yes.
we request a most benevolent outcome for Nancy, for the healing energy and angels to assist her to heal, for her leg and everything that she's going through to um, be with ease and grace and all over with quickly, in a very, very beautiful finalization of good health coming, and everything that needs to happen to have it resolved in a very healthy and beautiful way. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It is done.
Motivate.
All right.
Yes. Alrighty, and then we've got Jackie Jan in here. Hello, Jackie. And yep, smack that sassy. We've got Jackson here, Mangled Unicorn. And let's see, Moira is here. Hello, Moira. Oh, and she was here to see that. Thank you, Val.
Oh, thank you, Nancy.
And we have Irene, who is Iron Fire Horse. So I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving, and to my Canadian, fam, I hope you had a beautiful day yesterday. Maybe made it over to America, maybe for some good deals during our Black Friday. I stayed home. I don't deal with all that craziness. So, and Sandy Black is here. Hello, sir, all the way from the UK, from Devon, I believe, if I remember that correctly. So, blessings, Heather. What a lovely head of hair you have. I will be something. Well, I mean, my hair. I mean, look at that gorgeous red hair over there. You can't get that out of a box. So,
well, you can. I mean, not the head. The hair is real, but I mean, the color can come out of a box.
Well, still beautiful no matter. So we've got 11 people. So we have lurkers. So I am just going to stop talking, and I am going to have my beautiful guest share herself and her channel with everybody, because I have a lot of new subscribers on this new channel that may not know who you are, Val. So
okay, well, I am Valerie Phillips Klingenbeck. That is my whole name. I always go by Val, but I have a channel, Dragonfly Crystals and Next Level Channeling, two YouTube channels. One is where I just channel, and that's Next Level Channeling. But Dragonfly Crystals is really about spiritual things, and I have messages for light workers and sisters of the mystical tarot. Plus, I do readings occasionally when I come on. But mainly, you can go to dragonflycrystals.store for my website, where I offer classes. You can have classes in meditation, channeling, psychic mediumship, Akashic record reading, manifesting. All of these classes open you up to using your gifts, the gifts you already have. It is for beginner level, but everyone comes out knowing how to read the records, channel, all of the things that I offer. You have the experience in class and you walk away doing it. Plus, I offer readings.
She does it all.
Akashic record readings, channeling, psychic mediumship, all of the above. But it is about your journey and what you're bringing to this now moment. And as you step forward into that power of who you are inviting the doors to open to new opportunities. Because as you dip your toes in and step into your power, you are saying to the universe, I'm ready, bring it on. And so more and more doors open up to you. You'll see synchronicities and opportunities that show up in your life. So that is why, whether you take my classes or someone else's, or you're just enriching and stepping into owning who you are now and having gifts and abilities you can use in the world. So that's what I offer. Oh, and you can join my membership on dragonflycrystals.store. I have 2 levels, and we meet on Zoom. And I do readings for everyone. Plus, we do activations. Very powerful circle that is created there on Zoom. So that's it. So
Jax is my mod extraordinaire. She will be putting all of your links into the chat.
Thank you for that.
And aloha, Jonathan. Good to see you. I keep going to call you David because I see the Dracorbid, and I'm seeing in my brain's transposing and putting David in there. I'm just wondering, maybe in a past life, Jonathan, I knew you as a David, and that's why I call you that too. And Carmela also joined us. So, and Roman Goldmoon XY, how are you, my dear? So, if anybody has questions for Val, go ahead and put them in the chat. Usually on a Friday night sidekick, I always ask my guests, how was your week? What you up to? Anything new coming on? And then we kind of talk about how our week went. And then we kind of go into discussing whatever it is. And I like what idea Val brought. But for me, just really quick, it's just been, a week getting ready for Thanksgiving and doing my shows, getting new decks. So yeah, I've been having a really good week, and Val got to go out to dinner last night. And then, the night before.
It was the night before, but it was actually lunch. But it was lunch for sure. But it was fun. Because my husband and I, we don't go out that often. So it was kind of fun doing something that we don't normally do. But you know what? Thanksgiving, I did have turkey. He didn't. He had a hamburger. But you know what? It isn't about that. It is about enjoying your everyday moments, whatever you're doing and whatever you're bringing. And we were talking about this on Messages for Lightworkers. Being in the creator flow instead of being in the consumer flow, because it's so easy to just click on something and sit there and just absorb it in, whether it's a funny pet video or whatever it is. But really, if you're in the creation and you're the one creating something, you're expanding. You're expanding your energy out, and you're building a bigger foundation for yourself going forward. So, I think that's a good thing to think about when you decide to go sit. Oh, am I talking to myself? Maybe play a puzzle for an hour and listen to a romance novel.
I get away with playing games, so yeah, I do that.
I could be finishing my book. I could be doing a lot of things that I should be.
But it shoulda, wouldas, right?
Yeah. So that's kind of like the guides were bringing that in big time to remind us to pick the creation part of ourselves, to be a creator instead of just being a consumer of whatever is out there. So, yeah.
I just started. I haven't really been picking up my paintbrush a lot, and today I was like, "Darn, I am going to start a painting." And so today, I got my butt up, and so it's like when nature calls, you get up and you pick up the brush and do what you got to do.
That's right.
And I
That's
don't know
right.
if Tom's going to pop in here, but he's been helping me manifest a new laptop with all the deals. So who knows? I might have something new because I don't know how much longer this iPad's going to last. I just keep asking the universe, just keep it running for my shows. I get other glitches here and there. That's okay. I'll deal with that until, the right one presents itself. So,
Yeah.
but moving forward, I really want to start building my channel again. I really enjoy when I get messages that resonate for people. And then Brenda Terrell joined me on Wednesday, and you know, to me, these are the big leaguers here, the big hitters, Val, Brenda, and stuff. They've been reading so long, and they connect with spirit and have mediumship abilities that it's like every time I go to read, I'm like, But when I was done with her last night, she even said to me backstage, "You have grown, pretty much." And
Yeah.
that meant so much to me. So when I hear things like that, and I start, and I see people in chat saying this is, yes, it gives me that feeling like, okay, I'm on the right track. I need to keep doing this. So I'm grateful,
Absolutely.
for everybody that shows up for
Yeah.
my shows, and who show up to hang out with me like that. So,
Yeah.
and I know Jonathan, I can't wait to pick up my paintbrush. So Jonathan and I are still doing the live painting shows
Ooh.
together. And we also did a crystal show. He joined me I bring back my crystal vision show. And we talked about lapis lazuli and moldavite when he was on.
Oh,
So,
I love both of those. Both of those are
yeah.
powerful.
And I
So,
got this beauty right here. It's called Kissera or
ooh,
Lilanite. And
ooh,
Jonathan goes, I have some of that. So I'm trying to see if I can maybe get Jonathan to join me again later next month for another Crystal Visions. And we can also do that. So I just enjoy surrounding myself with the people that have, the highest regard and respect, for myself and for everybody. And I just keep asking the universe to keep bringing those people to my circle, especially in this new channel.
yep,
So grateful for everybody. And I like what Val said about, what they said, this being more of a creator and instead of a consumer, because it just amazes me how Thanksgiving we're supposed to be all thankful for, everything that we have, even if it may not be much. Like this time last year, we were in a rough place, but I still made myself write down, you still have a roof over your head, you still have food on the table, you're getting ready for the move, you have money for when you do little things like that,
yeah.
that it goes to show you that even when you're going through a rough time,
You have a lot of good things flowing to you
to
that you may
you.
not realize if you look at a big picture of something that, and you make the more challenging parts bigger. Now, when you go look at it piece by piece, it does put it all into perspective. There's
Yeah,
no
it
doubt
sure
about that.
does.
Yeah.
And then the following day, people go and they beat each other up and they try to run, for sales. It's just kind of like, it's weird how they put Thanksgiving and Black Friday right on top of each other. And
Yeah.
so it's a good reminder, to be thankful for what we have.
Yeah.
And like Jonathan says, it's the little things in life that matter.
Yeah.
It
It
sure
is.
does.
It
And
is. Absolutely. That is so
Moira
true.
says Heather 2.0.
That's
Ah,
right.
okay. Well, we'll see that. Yes, you gotta do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Doing the gratitude list because Irene's going through a hell of a time right now. But she comes and we all support her. We all support each other in chat. And that's what you know, it's not ego, but this is what I pride myself on. People that come here are very supportive. They're respectful of each other and they care about each other.
Mhm.
Um, and Megas says that, well said, Heather. And hello, Megas. I hope your channel is going well. And what's this about Jackson Pollock? Do a Jackson Pollock with your leftover paint, Heather. Oh my God, not on this floor. I mean, we have beautiful, like hardwood sort of like, but they're beautiful gray floor. And I
Oh,
have got to
nice.
I got to watch how I get paint on the floor. Because I got a little tarp and all, but
Yeah.
I actually did the Jackson Pollock style with some kids when I was teaching back in my 40s, back in the day at the Niagara Arts and Cultural Center. They never heard of Jackson Pollock. And I showed them how he did the splatter paints, picking colors, and the kids went wild.
Oh,
They were
that's a
doing
perfect kid
them.
thing. Yeah.
We ran outside, put it on the floor. Miss Heather, can I do another one? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, I mean the whole aisle, that hallway, because it used to be an old high school. So, I mean, yeah. So, it's great when you can help them tap into, at any age,
Yeah.
into
At
their
any age.
creativity.
Yeah,
Most
for sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
So, Val had an idea for today's show. You want to tell everybody what it is?
Well,
I think it's
either
fun.
you all in the chat can come up with questions, but nothing political. But we could read on things in the universe that we're wondering about. Whether it's Three Eye Atlas or whatever it is,
I
whatever
think
it is.
Atlas would be cool. What do you
Okay.
guys think in chat? I got enough decks here now. It's like, which
I,
one do I pick? I'm actually going to go for my.
yeah, that is
my
a hard thing,
Yes.
Richard Dix. But I've got Trish James' investigation deck here to ask about Three Eye
Ooh.
Atlas. And I just love her decks. Oh my gosh, I'm telling you, I should be in some affiliation program as often
Maybe.
as I
Hey,
mention them.
Trish. Knock, knock.
No, I'm kidding. I just love her decks.
So, what's going to be the
I'm
first question? Then, or do you just want to do a general energy reading
So,
first?
yeah, let's do a general. What is
Okay.
Three Eye Atlas bringing? What's it bringing? How's it going to affect humanity? And
because apparently Shan told me it stopped moving. And meteors just don't stop.
it stops. It isn't a comet. Comets don't stop.
No, they don't.
We'll just call it an object. It's an object because.
And Sandy, we will be happy to pull some cards on your love life after we have a talk with Mr. Atlas here. No problem. So, what did you get?
Well, I am getting that it is resilient and slow process. It has been going, they say, for I don't know, thousands of years. It started its journey to get here now. So it is slow. And also that it is really bringing wisdom. So here's the Hermit, light on certain things. So I really think it's coming in to activate our DNA, to do all kinds of things that are going to shift humanity. And I feel like it's going to do, and look, it purposely disappeared. This is what I think it's going to do for the our 3D construct, the that mankind's sort of, we'll call it our darker shadow side that we kind of like hold on to. I think it's really going to eliminate the idea that it's separate from us and we're just going to coalesce everything within us. In other words, it's all divine source. I think that's what's going to come from it. This is really a father figure in charge of everything. So I feel like there is a higher force creating this, that it is designed to do this. And look at this social media. This is really meant to stir us up, to have us talking, to have us feel the energy coming in, which I already do. And it is about balancing the scales, not the scales of justice, but the scales of the divine feminine, the divine masculine, the light, the dark, and have it coalesce and be in balance and have it be sort of we'll just say, not dialectic, how Earth School was created. It's that shift to the higher frequencies, to fifth dimensional frequencies. And I think that's where what it's really bringing, a huge push to that, like a turbo boost power, because I've been feeling it coming in for several months now, even before we started to really hear a lot about it. So, what did you get, Heather?
Well, I want to know what deck is that again, because those cards, even Nancy,
Oh,
those
aren't
cards
they
are
great?
beautiful.
These are the investigation deck,
Here.
Trish James. Now she has her own YouTube channel, but you can also and go to her YouTube channel, and you can go to her website from there, where you can order her cards. And she has so many beautiful decks. I just want to show you. There's also the signature oracle. Tons of them. Of course, I have to get more because she has a whole bunch of them coming out, new ones.
Why not?
They're beautiful. I mean, because you really need these, but they're beautiful cardstock, and the boxes are phenomenal. This isn't a commercial for her, but yes, the boxes are something beautiful because they don't go all the way down. You can grab it. Get the box open.
I have a deck that I cannot put back in the box.
I mean,
it sticks.
Yes. So yes, folks, it's nice. She spares no expense on her design, and she does all her designs herself because she is a graphic artist and does everything. So I highly recommend.
All right. You heard it first, people, right here. So I pulled from my the Mind's Eye Tarot by Olivia Rose. Because to me it gives off kind of like galactic, like, it's got stars, and it just gives me all kinds of tingles when I work with it. And they also look very extraterrestrial in many ways too, with the eyes. And not that I really connect with the star beings, but for me, this just felt like a very beautiful energy deck to start working with. So, first card I got is the Two of Pentacles. They're here to help us bring balance, because right now we are trying to juggle, everyday life. The money, the job, the security, our lives, and for right now, I believe that this is going to help bring balance. The next card I got is the Seven of Pentacles. And that's about patience. That's kind of teaching us that right now we have to be patient. A lot of us want, like we were saying earlier, we want this now. I need this. and we want things done so quickly that we lose touch of being present in the moment. And what is interesting about the cards that I have is that 3 out of 4 of them are all pentacles. So this is very much about being grounded, having that sense of security, stability, and being able to, and for me, pentacles are very spiritual as well, not just the cups. So this is us getting grounded again in our bodies, to the earth, and acknowledging that, that we have to be patient, but that patience is starting to pay off. The next 2 cards, 3 of Pentacles, helping us create, helping us, make a better world, helping us to be able to, again, tap into what we already have internally within us. Everything that is in the earth, everything that's a part of the earth came from the cosmos as well. And we are made of earth and stardust. So it's remind us how we can start tapping into working with ourselves, our guides, the earth, to make that beautiful masterpiece that, manifest that. And the bottom underlying energy is the 3 of Cups, celebration, connecting again with our intuition, our divine feminine. Again, also, like you said, bringing balance to the masculine and the feminine. Mm-hmm. And so for me, that 3 of Cups is going to be learning how to be able to be emotionally there for each other. Because a lot of times right now, every time I don't watch TV, your regular TV, it's always people being pitted against each other, all the strife, all the tribulate, all this. And it's going to be help bring an energy in where we are going to be more in tune with each other's feelings. We're going to become more compassionate. There's going to be more of us who are going to support and develop our intuitive and creative abilities. So that's what I have,
Oh, beautiful. That's
and I'm sticking
beautiful.
to it.
And can can I say in the
Yes.
private chat I've tried to post it twice, but it won't let me post on your website. I don't know why. And I'm a subscriber, by the way. But
Hmm.
in private chat, I put Chris James. I put her website there because if you
And
yeah,
so did
if
Jax.
you
Yes,
put
they
that yeah, then she doesn't have to share her money with Etsy. Let's
Oh, there
just
we
say it
go.
like it is. If you buy from her website, she gets the full amount of money. If you buy from from Etsy, your Etsy takes a share.
Oh, oops. Where did I go?
Oh, there you
Oh,
are.
when you
Etsy.
sent it to me, it went into my private messages, and I thought by
Oh,
clicking on
oh,
the link that I would be able to put that in chat, and it took me out of the camera.
oh, it did.
So
So
yeah, it's
anyway,
StreamYard.
if people have websites, go to them and buy their stuff. Don't I mean, God bless Etsy, but Etsy is kind of takes a lot of money from people.
And it's so expensive. Every time I go there, it's like a deck,
You know
$65,
why it is?
$75.
Because the person selling something doesn't make anything because Etsy takes a lot of it. So they have to raise the price.
Unfortunate. So
Yeah,
let me
yeah.
go again. Let me see if I can do this. Um, it is, yeah, it's trishjamesoracles.com.
Right.
So that's how you can
Not
find that.
Oracle. So yeah, just what Heather said, Oracles, Chris James Oracles.com. Well, if you just put her name in the browser window, it'll come her website's the first thing that comes up. So yeah.
So
Yeah.
what do we want to ask now about
Oh,
Atlas?
well,
Um,
um, we could
maybe
find.
what does it think of well, I was thinking, well, do we want to ask if they're coming to Earth to help? Because there's some people. I mean, this is going to be Heather doing her thing because I kind of got to play the middle because we all know that there are going to be beings from other planets that are not so friendly, and there's some that are very friendly, very loving. That are helping here on Earth. So kind of from what we've seen in the cards already, they're here to bring peace, whatever this meteor is.
Well, and
You
they're
know.
not even going to come very close to the planet. It's just energetically, this is already
So do we
happening.
want to ask the Atlas energy what they think of humanity or what they hope? I mean, I don't know. What do you think, Val?
No, no, because the reason why I wouldn't ask that is because I think that whoever sent this had a plan, and it's probably us from the future for all we know. So
Wormholes, they
we
exist.
knew humanity would need this push right now so that we didn't end up doing a fifth iteration of humanity as we destroy ourselves. And so they're giving us a push to
Hmm.
accelerate our understanding. So really,
They
yeah,
want to help us with really working into our traumas, our shadows, not being afraid of them,
yeah, it is about
embracing
that.
the feminine. And I want
Yeah,
to ask you something
yeah.
because a lot of people have said we watch shows, documentaries and things on TV that when they were doing trips around the moon, they did an experiment because they wanted to see how thick the moon was.
Mhm.
And they said that when they dropped something on her to hear what what the thud would be, they heard instead a ringing sound like a bell. Do you think our moon is a satellite, a space alien satellite, as some people suggest? Uh oh, I froze Val. Uh oh, boy, that. Oh, I hope my question didn't do that. Val might have to pop out and come back in. But that was what I was wondering. Are they here to help us, work through our traumas to help improve our our humanity by not being afraid of facing our dark history, facing the things that we have done as a race on this planet. And the bottom of the deck was the Queen of Swords. So helping us communicate more clearly. Oop, yep, she'll be back. Helping communicate um, basically that tough love where we have to really sit and talk with ourselves and have an honest and open discussion about what we have done as a species, as a race to this planet, and to be able to right a lot of those wrongs and being able to learn how to have proper communication, compassionate, but very, very logical, very much needed communication. Because of the swords representing, justice and, cutting back on, the warfare, and really with these swords also being to me, I see the swords also as a fountain pen, learning how to write, how to communicate, how to use this new technology, especially the AI, to be able to better um, to better ourselves as a race, and to start not being afraid of letting that moonlight shine its way into um, our own personal traumas, our own biases, our own fears, along with those others in the world. So um, that's what I have, and I hope I hope Val can come back. Um, let's see, John is here. Hello, John. Good to see you. Give Fatima, excuse me, and Odelia my best. Let's see. I agree that could be us from the future. Let's see what else. I hear this about the moon being hollow because it rains. I don't know if I believe that because the place where I camp is an old collapsed mountain from eons ago, and the indigenous used to hit the rock and it would ring for miles. And they communicated using the mountains as bells. There's areas in, I think it's Pennsylvania. There is a field of rocks that people take the hammers to, and they make all sorts of music. So let's see. Again, AI can be very beneficial. Like with any tool, it can be used for either good or for evil. And this, I think, is a point where we need to start moving forward and start focusing on the good, the better aspects, and what we can. Because when you think about AI, for people who have been, quadriplegic or have not been able to, here she is.
My internet has not been nice today.
I broke
I
your
was doing
internet. I started
readings and it
talking
was conking out.
about the moon possibly being a
Yeah,
hollowed out space, and then you were like, and I'm like, oh
yeah,
no, did I
and it,
break that?
yeah, I mean, it is a construct. It's it is a base, um, an observation base, and it's there are people. We even work there inside with the other beings. So yeah, that's for sure. And all those pictures and images that we're not supposed to see from on the other side,
Yeah.
on the dark side, and yeah. So there's a connection between us and why it's there. Yeah, obviously. And I don't know why the judgment card feels like,
Spiritual awakening. Yeah.
yeah, it feels like that is us finding out, what that is all about and why they are here they kind of drug it here and anchored it there to observe and masked, not your true face. So
Oh
we're not,
my God.
I mean, these cards are always spot on. So it's masked. We don't really see what it really is. And yeah, it's metal because the hollow bell sound, something that got dropped on there had that reverberation, like, yeah, a metal, like a bell. So, yeah, that's what that's all. What do you get?
Oh, I already shared my cards. While you were gone. So let's see, how can I put that more into a Cliff Notes version? Because sometimes Heather goes on and on. I've been told sometimes a little too much. So for the moon, for me, the moon. I mean, again, the moon card. for me, it's about them helping us, shining the light into us as a humanity. So what I was getting was shining the light into those shadows, into those places in our subconscious, and in our history, helping us face where what we have done as a race, as a species, to others, to this planet, to nature, and showing us that, there is a way of healing, but we're not going to heal and evolve unless we look into those shadows, embrace them, work with them, and bring them into the light of that moon. And for me, the bottom card was the Queen of Swords, and for me, that is about that, the queens can be nurturing, but for me, the Queen of Swords is much more. She can be nurturing, but it's a very tough love. It's like you have to start watching how you communicate. You have to start watching, what you write, what you say, just being able to speak clearly, not just clearly, but speaking, how do I say this? Speaking concerns, speaking different philosophies, different people's truths, um, but doing it from a place where it's grounded and it's nurtured, but at the same time, there is that sense of respect. That sword can be used, connection to our higher selves. But for me, I feel much more like technology, the AI, learning how we can use these tools of communication to better communicate and understand one another instead of warring with one another. So that's kind of sort of what, I'm
Okay.
what you left. So that's what I got from those two cards.
Well, cool.
While
All
you were
right.
gone, Irene had something very interesting. Irene has said, I hear this about the moon being hollow because it rains. I don't know if I believe that because, and this was interesting, I told her we have a place like this in America too. The place where I camp is an old collapsed mountain from eons ago, and the indigenous used to hit the rock and it would ring for miles, and they communicated using the mountains as bells.
Well, while I appreciate that, and thanks for sharing that, I have to say that we've had numerous incidents of astronauts who have said,
Mm-hmm.
now since deceased, that
Yeah.
they were met by extraterrestrials when they first landed on the moon who
Mm-hmm.
said, don't come back. And what they saw and can be seen through camera lenses are things, and remote viewers have all said this. There are entrances into the bases, and we don't see all of that because we don't see that side. It's not like it's rotating around so we can look at it because it is an object that was towed into place. But all the remote viewers who have been able to look at the moon have said that some of them have said they couldn't see. They were like blocked. And then some of who have been able to see were definitely shown the underground, um, the inside. And also, something really important, besides the remote viewers, there are people, if you believe this, I mean, I don't know why people are saying this if it isn't true, but there's a special Space Force program where it's called 20 and Back, where they
Mm.
take you when you're fairly young and you sign up, usually in military families actually, and you sign up and they take you, and you are, say you're 18, they keep you for 20 years in the Space Force. You go into the moon, you go to different planets, you go to all kinds of different places and do all kinds of different things like in a military Space Force.
Mm-hmm.
And then in 20 years, you come back and you're still the same age. You come back into the same body, and they supposedly wipe your memories and everything. And you're supposed to end up with money, but they never give you the money. And people have started to remember. So
Oh.
these are these people going on all these channels talking about their recollection, their memories
Mm-hmm.
of having done that. And some of these people, I have to say, I really they
Kind of
seem pretty
convincing.
honest about, yeah. And there's so many of them now. You have to think about it. Who would come on? Some of these people are so, you would never see them as putting themselves out there to have this kind of attention. So I really believe them. Hi, Gerald.
Yep.
Gerald Stash. Good to
Yep.
see you lurking.
He's lurking, gift wrapping. So somebody went out into the Black Friday then today, huh?
Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good to get the deals today for sure.
And Shelby says, I have been thinking of going into the Space Force a few times, but never really think to get in. So hey, you just never know. And
I think these people are recruited in. It's not like they went and knocked on a door. The secret space program is before we ever had something called Space Force or whatever it is we have now. This was way before. They were doing this back in the 40s, folks. This has been going on a long time, where we actually now have, if you believe in such a thing, we have galactic ships. And according to Linda Moulton Howe, who reports on this on Earth Files, we have galactic ships that are named after people here, military generals that are in operation, and that these people man these along with our extraterrestrial friends who assist us going to these different planets. And so all of this has been going on because they keep us in the dark, but they are progressing in that way. And I believe that. I mean, it doesn't mean anything one way or the other.
It's a lot to absorb. It's a lot because,
It isn't, though, because think of Star Trek. It was like Gene Roddenberry, I'm sure.
Oh, he was ahead of his time. Yeah.
He got that information, or it was channeled, but they say he got it from military sources. But he made these programs. This really introduced us into the world we're having today, but we don't even know about. It is happening.
Same thing with Tolkien. He was channeling earth spirits and things and stuff for his books. And
the inner earth. The inner earth is real.
I've always wondered about that. I've always had a feeling that it is, but
it is.
Whether we're allowed to know or not. In this,
I just got the chills too. Moon box night, just big chills.
Let's see.
Yeah. So these are all the unseen things. And you know what they say about inner earth? Okay, so another one of these things is that they're in a higher frequency than us. And so it's not like we actually, sometimes we're not going to see them, because they are not in our lower level energy. But now, as we raise our frequency, we're going to see more elementals. We're going to see earth spirits and things. And we're also going to see inner earth beings.
Lovecraft. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I know where I'm at now. It's very Fey. There's so much elemental, especially at Lithia Park. And I go there and I've had not visual, where I can see like some people can, but within, and I'm just like, oh wow, and
you feel something
you feel
the extra normal.
And so I've had extra crystals that I don't work with anymore. So certain times when I go to the park, I will take one and leave it for the face spirits there.
Oh, they love that
as a gift. So yeah,
they absolutely love that. I think that's such a great idea.
So Shelby says, I resonate with being a starseed. So this is really something.
Yeah, it's really true. So yeah, we're going to become more and more aware of all of this as time goes on. And, we're going to see things.
I'm happy to be of the earth. I know I've had probably some past lives on other planets, but for me, I connect more with the earth beings and the elementals than I necessarily do with a starseed. But, there was that Hadarian kind of phase that I went through where I was just like, oh, that sounds or feels familiar,
Yeah.
I looked into a little bit and I'm like, okay, I'll put that on the back burner in case.
Because when they feel familiar, they're usually something you've done. something you've been, some place you've been, thing you've been. If it's familiar, yeah, it's for a reason for sure. Um,
So
and
were we done pulling cards on Atlas? Or was there another question you wanted
um,
on Atlas?
shifting from Atlas, we looked at the moon, and why don't we see if why don't we look into how astrology is going to affect us? I don't know how to phrase that into a question.
That's interesting that you bring that up because 2 weekends ago, I took part in, because I'm not good with astrology at all.
Yeah.
But I was like, no, you got to take this. It was at Artemisia Institute. I got a discount for helping, work at the store or helping out during the workshop. But it was astrology based on the whole signs Hellenistic perspective of astrology, and then it was also folklore and herbal alchemy, and so it was a little bit of everything. And man, that after that weekend, I was wiped. It was just taking in so much and so
Yeah.
much. And now a little bit at a time, it's coming back, and I get to share that with people. And I'm like, okay. I mean, it was quite the. I usually don't go around saying downloads, but man,
I
they
love
really
that.
gave us
Yeah, and
information.
sometimes it's just a window into an opening to let all the downloads come in. And I have to say, by the way, everyone in the chat, Gerald of Tarot Stash fame does fabulous readings on a whole nother level. So if you haven't, give yourself a treat and get a reading from Heather and get a reading from Gerald for 2026, because you really are going to thank yourself for doing that. So see what energies are coming in and what you should, getting your ducks all in a row. So
all the ducks in a row, all my ducks in a row. I mean, I am just,
it's a good thing.
Well, this is very interesting. Same cards are coming up again.
Oh, interesting.
Yes.
All that, and see, no matter how much you shuffle, the cards come up that need to come up.
So I'll let you go first while I'm looking at this. Wow, talk about pentacles again.
Now I don't even remember what our question was.
Oh, about what will astrology?
Yeah, astrology. So I pulled the cards. Yeah, I'm like, so it shows here, world end of situation or buried. So this is how I kind of feel about it. We have no idea what the astrology really, we have touched maybe a tiny little bit of what astrology is all about. And I think we're kind of backward on it. It's not how it affects us, but rather we're reflective. It is us. Think of it like that. Because there's some end to how we see it. So this card is beautiful. There's some end to how we see it and how we work with it and what we think of it. It isn't you read it and you go, oh, I'm in this and this is what happens. No, you are a divine source being, and as you create, you express, and no matter what the planetary bodies are, which are shifting and growing and changing energetically as we are accelerating in our growth, so are the planets as live beings. So everything is changing. So marks left behind. So the old way of how we saw ourselves with astrology is shifting. How we see ourselves is shifting how we are going to connect to any of that. So the planets, the astronomy, the astrology, all of it, everything we ever thought, here's the tower, is going to have a hole in it because we're going to connect at a higher level. It's going to be a bigger, I don't know what that's going to look like, but it's going to blow our hole in everything that we think
Mhm.
about astrology and how we've looked at it before. And here's the Empress, which is
Ooh,
about mother figure empathy. So,
bring the
of course,
guidance.
the divine feminine on the
Mhm.
planet, bringing that back in, and that is where we'll be in this mothering energy of humanity and the world. And of course, our planetary bodies are us. So, repeat offender. So, those who haven't shifted into
Mhm.
looking into a greater perspective are going to stay in this, see, repeat offender, are going to stay in this kind of, oh, this is my astrology sign for today. This is what I says I'm going to have for energy of the day.
They can't break those cycles or
And
patterns.
and and that's, and don't box yourself in with all of that, because that is really not
Mhm.
going to be what the truth is anymore. So I think that card is showing us, broaden your horizons, and the sun goddess, say yes to all of this coming in, say
Mhm.
yes to the expansion, because as you can see, she's holding she's holding the sun. It's sun's here.
Mhm.
And really it is faith, the, yes, the correct path, it says on it. So these two are next to each other, kind of that illusion, and here's the sun lighting it up. um, I think we're going to see a lot of shifts and changes going on. And of course, I'm not an
Hope so.
astrologer. I'm just talking about everything is us. Everything is all that is. And we are divine source, all that
Hi,
is,
Shelby.
projecting down into these vehicles. So then, in that way, everything that is upgrading, updating, we're all shifting to something new.
Mhm. And what I learned that you just brought up from our workshop a couple of weeks ago, Matthew, wow, he was like, people don't realize. He goes, these planets in our universe, they are intelligent. They
Yes,
have
they're
consciousness.
alive.
They
They're
go, they're
beings.
just not these lumps of gas and
They're
rock.
not
They go,
lumps.
they're basically the deities, and they're here to guide us, to teach us. And when we start learning slowly about each one of them, we see what energy and what changes that they can help us. And I mean, this whole thing just blew my mind that weekend. So blew it, wide open. And with that sun card with the goddess made me also think of Val, the our solar plexus. And the solar plexus is our place of power. This is where we tap in and stand into our core. This is where, we say yes to our own power, our sovereignty. And I love how that's kind of clicked when you were sharing that.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. It
but
is about us, um, seeing ourselves not as separate from anything.
mhm.
That is the main thing, is to remember everyone is you. All the all the
Yeah.
imagine yourself, your body, inside your body is all the planetary structures are there. It's
Mhm.
imagine yourself as the macrocosm. You have everything within you, and you are everything. So it's a big, yeah, blows your mind concept, but you kind of have to take it out there to really say, okay, so everything changes as we change. Everything blows up,
Hi,
and
Miss Carol D. Mwah,
oh, Miss
sweetheart. Good
Carol
to see
D,
you in
hi.
chat.
I hope you had a
Um,
wonderful Thanksgiving too. Thank you.
so for me with the astrology, pentacles, and I think the astrology makes sense because the planets, like they are made of gases
Yeah.
and rock, but a lot of some gases and waters also have solids. So again, this is a reflection. So I'm just going to kind of just start here from the beginning. So right now we're in a 5 of Swords time
Hmm.
right now,
Hmm.
and this is us trying to. It's that sense of walking away. What do we walk away from? So it's like, do we want to keep battling, like in that one, the repeat offender? Do we want to keep fighting those old battles, thinking that, maybe if we keep fighting harder, we keep arguing harder,
Mhm.
we're going, no, this is where it's time to, walk away. The battle is not worth, fighting over. This is something that we have to mentally figure out for ourselves. We have to start basically reprogramming how we think about our spirit, our bodies, our existence. And an interesting card that also goes with that, and also I think believe with your repeat offender, is the Eight of Swords, because
Mhm.
the Eight of Swords is where we put ourselves into that victimhood mind, where we're like, I can't get out, I'm trapped. There's no way I can, talk myself out of this. There's no way I can move out of this. But clearly, the bonds are loose. We can, open our eyes, we can take the blinds off, and we can move through those swords. And so it's really us having to have, again, like that Queen of Swords, a tough love talk with ourselves. And again, with the swords, about learning how to communicate, not just with others, probably, but with ourselves first. We have to learn how to communicate lovingly with ourselves and being able to set those boundaries and what we
Mhm.
will and will not allow. And then the other cards too that came out again. I got the Three of Pentacles. They're here to help us grow. They're working with us to raise, like Atlas, they're here to help us raise our vibration. They're here to teach us insight into who we are on this earth walk. The Page of Pentacles again too. We're still relatively young, in the blip of the earth. And so the Page of Pentacles is us learning how to take a look at how we are a part of nature, the things that we want to learn, the things that we want to focus on. And you know what's really cool about this one, Val, is that you know how a lot of these cultures, when they're young, they wrap their heads to make it look like they're gods or they're deities that came on the
Yeah.
earth. Look
Yeah.
at her head. So
Yeah.
that immediately reminded me, this is us taking a look back maybe at our origins, or taking a look at our DNA and
Mhm.
starting to explore who we truly are. And again, the other card I got was the Two of Pentacles. And this is going to be something that's going to take a while for us to balance and juggle and figure out, because this is something that, a lot of people aren't prepared to hear,
Yeah.
and they're going to be arguing, mentally. This is whether or not we're not, and really quick, we're not saying that you have to believe everything that we share, but just know that there are some truths that we know within ourselves that, sometimes believing is seeing. We have to go with our intuition and learning to take those swords down, stop fighting with ourselves, walk away from those who will challenge what we feel, what we know internally as being real, and being able to basically take control again of what we think, what we feel, and start opening up to being able to start looking within, the Page of Pentacles,
Why
academics, study, school.
why can't I post on your in your chat?
I don't know, Val. I don't have anything that sets that people, I don't have the 1 minute, 5 minute, I don't have
I'm
anything
getting
like
this
that.
comment failed to post by Bishbone, and yeah, I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
Anyway, so the website is dragonflycrystals.store. It's not .com, everyone. It's .store. There's
Oh.
no .com.
Oh, did I
Um,
put .com in the description? I'm
I don't have
sorry.
a .com. I have because 2 million dragonflycrystals.coms are out there. I'm a .store. So just so you know, you'll be going
Dot
to
store,
somebody else's
everybody. Dragonflycrystals dot store.
you'll be going to somebody else's website. I'm sorry, Heather. I interrupted your reading because
Oh no, it's Dragonfly Crystals. Oh, but it's not .com. It's Crystal. Oh, so I must have put that in there improper. But I thought I went to your website and clicked on the little thingy so that I had the
you
proper
probably
link.
went to dragonflycrystals.com, which isn't my website. I
No,
mean,
but I thought I saw.
but
Oh
dragonflycrystals.store is my, because there's a million dragonfly
no, but I
crystals
thought I
out
saw.
there.
Oh,
It's a very popular website name.
I don't know what I did, but I'm sorry, Val.
That's all right. It's not your fault. I am very vocal to correct.
Oh, red wine. Oh, I like a honey mead wine. I can't wait till we get another bottle for
I like red
Yuletide.
wine. I like Pinot
Um,
Noir. I like champagne.
I like the sweet champagne, the
Oh,
Asti,
I
Asti
like
Spumoni.
Veuve Clicquot, and it's dry. I don't like sweet champagne, but
Oh, I can't. Oop, it's just Miss Carol D saying hello. I'm just making sure. John's going on about having how he's having some shrimp and rice. So we are at 5 o'clock. I know you like sticking to an hour. I
yeah,
just want to
because
see if is Sandy. Are you still here, Sandy Black? Because I said that we would pull cards on your love life, but I haven't seen you talking yet in chat. If you, thank you, there it is. Thank you, Jax.
oh, thank you. I'm
So
just saying that because people will go on there and Val, I couldn't book anything. What are you talking about? Well, I went to dragonflycrystals.com and I couldn't book anything. Yeah, because it's not my website. But
yes,
when
thank
you're
the
on my
Lord.
website, because my picture's on the front there, you can see me.
Heather done fucked up. I'm sorry.
But
I do my best. I'm sorry. But thank you, Jax, for getting that proper one in there. I appreciate you so much. But I think Sandy left because it is late. Oh my goodness, that's right. 8 hours for me, for us.
yeah,
So Sandy, if you watch this back, next time I do a pop-up, I'll pull cards for you on your love life, my dear.
yeah,
Um,
thank you for
so
that. I appreciate it. Because I can't
so
post. It's not letting me.
I don't know. That's why I need a new laptop. I
Sometimes
don't know what's going on.
Sometimes it happens every so often, oddly enough.
Well, I can tell
But I
you one
don't.
thing, you're not banned from my chat. So
No,
that's
no. I
the
think
reason.
it just oddly enough, once in a while, it happens,
Yeah.
and I'm not sure why. It doesn't depend on who I'm on their show. Sometimes that happens once in a while, so it's
Well,
weird.
seeing that we're at an hour, Val,
Yeah.
what do you have coming up on your channel that you would
Uh,
like to share with everybody?
I have Shine Your Light on Sunday at 3:30 Pacific time, and I have on Sunday Sun Psychic Jean and I on her channel, um, Sun Psychic Jean, at 11:30 a.m. Pacific time. So if you can get up for that, that would be great. And
I'm
yeah,
usually asleep for that for myself, but 7
it's
a.m.
early. It's early for me too. So because I like to get up and have my chai tea and chill out and everything else.
Nice.
What have you got coming up, Heather?
Tomorrow, Ben and I are back for another. Oh my good. We had the best belly laughs last Saturday because Ben and I love music. So Ben Beneficial Tarot and I will be back. We're going to try to make this every Saturday as much as possible. For I'm calling it Musical Mayhem and Musings. And we are going to actually be talking about Prince tomorrow because
Oh,
it's a show about music.
yeah.
And we're going to be pulling cards to see if the purple one himself might have a message about
Oh,
for us about his life and and whatnot. So that's going to be here
yeah.
at what time
Fantastic.
tomorrow? It's so hard to keep track now because I'm not Eastern Standard Time.
No,
So it's going
you're.
to it's in my on my page, everybody. And then
Yeah.
Sunday, if I have time, I'm bringing back my poetry. The Mystic Poet Society will be back when it's with me and Karen, but for now I'm just doing it by myself, and I call it Indigo Poetica. And that's where I share a poem that I've written. I pull cards, write a mini little poem, that comes to mind with what the cards say with the words and stuff, and I do that. And then, of course, Divine Feminine again on Monday. So I try to do something every day now
Yeah,
to
that's fantastic. That's more than I do.
to keep my, I'm like, okay, I'm learning, I'm getting better, and now I've gotten all that wonderful support from other fellow readers who have, known me for years now. That it feels good,
That's
to see
good.
that
Yay, and
feedback. So
congratulations on your new channel.
thank you. And oh, Creative Chick Studios is here. Well, hello. Love chai tea iced like black tea. I'm a big pitcher. I make a big pitcher.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I
Oh
mean,
my
it's that
goodness.
good. You want to make a
Sounds
big picture.
delicious.
I like it hot, and I actually mix.
Too.
I use black tea just a little tiny bit, decaf though, because I can't have caffeine. And my other part of it is made out of oh gosh, oh, I can't think of the name of the leaf. It's actually decaf as well,
Oh wow.
because you know
Not
I have to.
stevia.
Hmm?
Not stevia. I know
Stevia?
that's a leaf, isn't it?
No,
That's
it's
sugar.
this
Okay.
is this is an African plant. Uh,
Oh.
it's a rooibos leaves. That is the name of the. Instead of black tea, it's rooibos, which is naturally decaffeinated, but it tastes so good. And I use that, and it's um, OregonChai.com. And I mean,
Ooh.
it's
I'm
really
gonna have to
good.
look that up.
It's really
Ooh.
good.
And thank you for saying hello, Creative Chick Studios. Ooh, I'm an artist, so when I see anything Creative Chicken Studios, I'm like, ooh, I'm so there. So thank you for popping in. And let's see, Miss Terrell D says tea makes me pee a lot.
Yeah, this tea
That's
wouldn't, because I'll tell you, because caffeinated tea is makes you um get rid of all your water, because it really dehydrates you. But if you drink herbal tea, it doesn't. Yeah,
yes,
rooibos.
rooibos.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, I had to learn how to pronounce it. Rooibos doesn't look like you would think. Rooibos, but that is the plant, and the leaves. Oh my God, it makes spectacular tea.
All right. Thank you.
Right.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And Val, thank you for joining me.
Thank
I
you
know
for
you're a
having
busy
me, and
lady, and oh, go ahead.
thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for
Yes,
joining us
yes,
today.
thank you. We hope everyone has a great rest of your weekend.
Yeah,
Hope to see most of you tomorrow with Ben and I for some more music
yeah,
and
diuretic.
laughter. Diuretic.
I couldn't think of that word, mangled unicorn. Thank you.
Thanks,
I love
Jax.
it.
And
I'm
Miss Terrell
sorry,
D
Heather.
says, thank you. No, you're fine. Thank you, Val and Heather. You are all working. Oh, everybody is so welcome. Yes, yes. It's a blast. So, all right. Hope we'll see y'all tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.